Hello guys, my name is Amankwa Kingsley and thank you for purchasing this course. You're never going to regret it because I'm going straight to the point. I'm not going to beat about the bush. You just follow along and then get everything set, but we're going to do some small discussion. Before that, make sure that before you actually start this video, you already have knowledge on the previous, you've already watched the previous videos on web development from Berry Shots, and then you're okay with it, and then we'll continue with also this one also. I'm going to break the course down, but if in case my email is available, I also drop my WhatsApp contact in case you have any problem or challenges. You just contact me and then we'll discuss those challenges and I'll find a way to help you. Okay, it is not about selling the course, it's about you getting you the opportunity to start creating websites on your own as a beginner. Well, this basic course won't make you a pro, but it will lead you to get into the pro direction. Okay, so let's begin with it. I have already prepared documentation that we'll be using, so let's get straight to this. Okay, let me zoom in. I'll leave every documentation available. Okay, so it says creating first project, creating a first website. Okay, you're creating your first website. I know most of you previous video didn't teach a lot about web development, but as I said, if you want to become a very good programmer, website developer, whatever, you need to be practical. You need to start doing something. You be practical with it. The moment you start building project with it, you get to understand. Okay, so in this course you're going to build a lot more projects. So by the time you're done with this basic project, at least you can build a whole website and then try to understand a whole concept and then upload it onto your server. Okay, and then you can, at the end of the day, at the end of this course too, you're supposed to build a portfolio website for your own portfolio website, and based on that portfolio, I'll give you a certificate on that. Okay, that you've been able to complete the basic HTML course, and then you can build a basic website, not just basic website with text, but a website that is of value, that is, wow, looks so nice, you know what I mean? Good. So now this is a scenario. Okay, you've got new clients. Let's read this one. You've got new clients who wants a website for his company. Okay, and then his company is called NetTech. Okay, as I said, this course is to make you a business, an entrepreneur on your own. It's not just learn web development for web development. No. You're doing web development so that you can, start business. Okay, good. I don't know how much boring I am, but it's all about business. So let's go straight to the point. So his company name is called NetTech. Okay, and then the website, he wants a website that should contain services. Okay, the services that they render, contact details, and then the team involved in the company. Okay, so if it is a startup, the teammate, the co-founder, the founder, accountant, everybody. Okay, yeah, so the website should have a team section. It should have the contacts details, and then the services. Okay, and it says the company is an IT based company, so it's an information technology company. I mean, they do a lot of diverse IT stuff like software development, mobile app development, software development. So let me say software development, mobile apps, websites. These all fall under software. Okay, mobile app, website, these all fall under software because we have system software and application software. Okay, good. Now the website should have a login section. Okay, it says the website should have a login section for the admins. Now when we talk about login section, okay, now in order to when you go on Facebook, on Twitter, in order for you to, or your email, okay, I guess everybody has an email. If you have an email, in order for you to get access to your email, you need to log in. Okay, good. So the website should have an login section. the login section should not be for visitors. No, it shouldn't be for visitors, but rather it should be for administrators. Okay, so let's assume in the company there is one person who is the IT guy, and he will be managing the website, making sure, trying to know the number of people visiting the website. That is, we call it traffic. The number of people visiting the website, we call it traffic. Okay, good. Internet traffic. Okay, so put that one in your mind. Good. So the administrator is the one who has a direct control to the website. Okay, so it says there should be a login session for the admins. Why? So that the admin will find it easy to update the content of the website. You wouldn't like the administrator to go inside the source code of the website, okay, to make changes. No, you don't want to do that. Let's say there's something you placed in the website, okay, and then there's a mistake. There are mistakes within the particular content you place on the website. Now, you do not have to let the administrator go into the codes. You open your website codes and then edit it. No, it shouldn't be right. It's not right. Okay, it's not right. You should create something nice. You should create a dashboard, a portion where the administrator can update the content without having to go into the source code. We will talk about that. Good. And then it says that good. So it says the website should have a login section for the admins to find it easy to update the content of the website without having to access the server on which it is hosted, or without having to access the website source code. Now, when we talk about source code, the codes or the commands that we put together to form the application or the software or the website is called source code. So your HTML, your CSS, your JavaScript, your PHP, your Python codes are your source codes. Good. Now, take note of this. It says gathering these information, okay, in order to create or develop a website is termed as requirement gathering. So in software engineering and software development, we gathering this information. This information was gathered from our clients. Okay, we gathered this information from our client. We collected this information from our client. We asked our client we asked them questions, and then we got this information. Now, when you're in the process of doing that, okay, asking your clients, trying to gather information, we call it requirement gathering. Requirement gathering. In simple terms, we call it requirement gathering. And also, if you are supposed to determine, okay, in software development and in software engineering, determining if the website that the person asked, okay, your client asked you to create the website, so you're trying to determine, you're trying to check if the website is correct, the idea your client is putting up is sensible, okay, or can be achieved within the short term or long term, or the website, the company actually need the website. If you are able to actually analyze that and know that, okay, fine, yeah, sure, the company needs a website, and then they need this kind of website, or they don't need the website, or they need the website at this time, you doing the analysis, we call it feasibility study. Okay, feasibility study. So in simple term, it is said that a project is feasible. When a project is said to be feasible, then the project had been assessed and had been proven to be fit or could be built based on the analysis, that is on research, information gathering and evaluation carried on the project. So as a software developer or website developer that you are going to create a website, you need to gather information from your client. Okay, so if I come to you and I need a website, you need to ask me questions. You need to take information from me. What kind of website do I want? Okay, when do I want the website? What is the timeline? Am I going to use 1 month to build a website? Am I going to use 3 days or 6 months? What kind of website do you want? Is it a web application, or is it just a normal website? Would you need a backend? All these are called requirement gathering. Now, after the requirement gathering, you actually analyzing the idea, the problem. you trying to configure, sit down to try and think to understand if the projects that your client wants you to develop, you can actually, can it be developed? Okay, you asking yourself that, can it be developed, or do they actually need that particular website at that moment, or what are the things that could be wrong and be right about the website? In the process of trying to analyze that, we call that feasibility study. Good. Now we know, we've gathered our information. We know that our company needs a website because the company needs a website in order to broadcast the services that they are doing, and then to get more people, because this day we are in the internet world. The company is growing, and then people want to know about the company, so there's a need for the company to have a website. So we can now say that the website is what? Feasible. Okay, good. So now before we continue our project, as I said, every website has a structure. Every website has a structure. So we see structure of a website. One. Now every website have these features. It has a header. You can see here it has a header. Let me zoom in. It has a header here. This is a header. It has a footer. Look below here. So it has a header and a footer, and then whatever that is in between here, everything here is called content area. This is the content, or the content area. Now inside the content area, we can have demarcations, or we can have sections. We can have this section here, we can have another section here. You can break them, okay, into different parts. Now this part, we call it the landing page. We call this one the card. This is also another card, but it's also a content, okay, but it's in the card form. Okay, you can see this is a card form, this is a card form, and then there's another content, right? Good. Now in modern times, we normally see this kind of structure. And then in the old times, okay, we had this structure, and then even now it's still being implemented, where we have the header, we have the footer, and then we have the sidebar. We have the sidebar. Now the sidebar can either be here or here. It can be on the left side or the right side. And then in here we can have the content. So you can see we have our header, our footer, we have our sidebar, and then we have our content area. So we are going to learn how to develop our first website. We are going to develop a website for this company, NetTech, and then we are going to create a website for them. So let's start. Good. Now before we create, we are going to learn how to create the header. We're going to learn how to create the header, okay, of a website. Good. Now you can see I've already designed it here. So I'm a UI designer. I've designed a simple header here. So we are going to use normal HTML5. We're going to use HTML5 and then CSS3. Now HTML5, as I already told you, is the version of HTML that we are using, and then we are using CSS3, the current version. CSS, I told you, cascading style sheet. So we are going to develop this. Good. So in order to develop this, in the next video we are going to start coding. So in the next video we're going to code this particular header. Good. So now you've gotten an information about what we are going to be doing. So as I said, straightforward, you need this particular I know you've watched your previous video, but make sure you have your Visual Studio Code. I can't find mine. Where is mine? Good. You need a Visual Studio Code. We'll be using the Visual Studio Code in creating the website. Get it? Yeah. Please download it, and then there's a link below where you actually get access to download Visual Studio Code, or you can just download Visual Studio Code, and then we're going to use that one. And then also make sure you have at least a browser. I'm going to be using Chrome, so maybe get Chrome, right? Good. Okay, so now catch me live on the next video.